My name is Engineer Chinyere. In this video, we want to discuss causes of building collapse and ways we can prevent them. What is building collapse? Building collapse is the failure of the load-bearing structural element of the building, thereby causing it to fail, either partially or completely. And we all know how catastrophic it is. So we need to look out for ways we can have our buildings constructed in the best global engineering practices. There are two major factors responsible for building collapse. It can either occur through natural disaster via earthquakes, flooding, fire outbreak and all that, or through human-caused error via faulty foundation, faulty or weak foundation, faulty designs, incompetence, negligence, poor construction method, poor construction materials, extraordinary loading on the building, corruption, and so many more factors. So dwelling on faulty foundation. However, there are factors also contributing to poor foundation. And some of these factors are settlements, heaving, sliding, cracking. So we will be picking on settlements as one of the major causes of poor foundation that leads to building collapse. Settlement happens when the soil underneath your foundation is unable to bear the weight of the building. So you agree with me that your foundation needs attention and proper care to stand the test of time. Your foundation is the structural element that connects the building to the ground, thereby transferring the entire load of the building to the ground. Your foundation is the support system of the entire building. So if the support is not properly done, not properly constructed, then there's an issue in that building. If there's a negative effect on the foundation of your building, it means you cannot sleep with your two eyes closed. So follow me to explain what is settlement and ways we can get rid of them. Okay, like I said, settlement occurs when the soil underneath your foundation is unable to bear the weight of the load. I mean, we all know practically you cannot put a 50 kg bag of rice on an underaged child. The child doesn't have the capacity to carry that. That is practically how it is. If you don't check the soil underneath your foundation, you have done nothing. So how do you check the soil underneath your foundation? After purchasing your land and obtaining the necessary papers, the first thing you do is to conduct a confirmatory site investigation on that land. The soil investigation helps you to carry out risk assessment. Is my soil weak? Is it suitable? Is it strong enough? You know, it is very unethical for a licensed medical doctor to treat you without medical diagnosis. So that applies to engineering profession. It is very unethical to design your building without confirmatory site investigation. This confirmatory site investigation can also be called soil analysis. And this soil analysis, it is conducted by professionals, civil engineers who are specialized in that field. They go to your site, they take up samples. Some are conducted at the site, like the deep penetration test is conducted on the site, and samples are taken, both disturbed and undisturbed samples are taken to the soil lab. Some are incubated, some are oven dried. So many analyses are conducted on that soil. And when the report comes out, the report saves you a lot. The report recommends the best foundation type to be constructed on your land according to the status of your land. The report oftentimes recommends the best engineering method, not just the best foundation type, the best engineering method to be used on your land. So where your soil is weak, it is oftentimes recommended that the weak soil is excavated out and the soil gets stabilized by supplying in boulders into the excavated trench. Thereafter, hard core of different sizes and crushed stones as well, your sharp sand, before you can place the blinding of your foundation. And each of these layers must be highly compacted. This is to give life to that soil. This is to fortify the soil to be able to bear the weight of the load you're trying to impose on it. Another solution that soil analysis recommends, so where the moisture content of your soil is high, the best damp-proof membrane is oftentimes recommended. This helps to stop the capillary movement of water into your building. And that is why most times during rainy season, you see most buildings, the walls are soaked. You start having to deal with scraping off the plasters, replacing it year in, year out. The soil investigation helps you to prevent all that, because it gives you the right construction method to be used that will prevent this yearly occurrence. The soil analysis report can even recommend you change or improve the concrete quality, maybe from grade 25 to grade 37. Okay, so it saves you a whole lot. It saves you the stress of having scraping your walls every year, replacing it, repainting, and all that, the inconveniences that comes with it. It saves life, because building collapse is life and health threatening. It oftentimes takes lives, the resources that you have put in place, the manpower people have put in place. Yes, we know you pay your laborers, but that's their strength they put in place. So we should do everything possible to see that we do away with human caused attributes of building collapse. It is unethical. I reiterate, it is very, very unethical, unprofessional to start the design of your building without conducting confirmatory site investigation. Subscribe to my YouTube channel for more educative videos. I promise it's going to be very educative because it comes tentatively. Thank you.